welcome to the Dreamlands. We're back with some more Deserts of Kharak multiplayer. This is going to be another 1 versus 1, this time on the Boneyard. And again, it is going to be the classic matchup of Coalition versus Gaalsien. And once again, we are going to be featuring 10th Wave versus Sejun. Now, I know the last 1 versus 1 I cast featured these two players as well, but I do have a ton of replays that they've sent me. And they are so evenly matched that I think they make for some very good games. So let's do some player introductions and jump into the game. Spawning on the south side of the Boneyard, we are going to have 10th Wave playing once again as the blue, pardon me, and white Coalition. His opponent spawning on the north side of the Boneyard, we are going to have Sejun playing this time as the gray Gaalsien. I gotta say, I really like this color scheme. It looks awesome on the Gaalsien carrier. Light gray, so nice, and this map is gorgeous. Definitely one of the more popular 1 versus 1 maps in the game. So let's see what these two players are going to bring to the table this time. The last game that we watched of theirs was very close indeed, and an excellent game. So I'm pretty excited, and look at this. Right off the bat, we've got something very unusual coming out from 10th Wave. We have early LAVs. As I've mentioned in one of my previous videos just recently, this is pretty unusual these days for the Coalition. Definitely the Coalition meta these days is very much tech focused, so you're going to see a lot of AAV rushes. In fact, I would dare say that the AAV rush has become like the standard Coalition build. So seeing early LAVs like this is pretty unusual, but I like that quite a bit. Let's see what Sejun is going to do about it. Now, he has spotted it. A scanner went down there briefly. It was cleaned up by these LAVs, but he has spotted the play. So the question is, what is his answer going to be? Now, we have 7 LAVs on the field. No upgrades yet. Pardon me. I've been sick for the past few days, so you'll have to excuse my the hoarseness of my throat. But Sejun is actually in a bit of trouble here. Now, with some good positioning and some good micro, he will be able to even the odds, though. He is going to pick up 1 LAV, probably 2 at this point, so that's going to even the odds a fair bit in his favor. But with only 4 sand skimmers on the field, he's really going to have to make clever use of the terrain and micro in order to hold this attack force. I mean, this could have been a really strong attack if it wasn't scouted. So that was either really skillful or very lucky scanner that Sejun got, but it looks like he's going to be able to hold it really nicely, actually. Bring up the units lost tab and see what happened. 4 LAVs lost for 10th Wave and 0 for Sejun. So extremely well played by Sejun there. Now he's up to 5 skimmers, so the numbers are pretty much even at this point. However, on the back of that, 10th Wave was able to grab an artifact, but he didn't do enough damage to make it worth it, in my opinion. A good play, because it's very unusual and not really expected of a Coalition player these days to go early LAV rush like that. So it could have been very good, but a lucky scanner and some really good micro and really good use of this dune here allowed Sejun to hold that decisively. Now he is in a distinct advantage here over 10th Wave. So the question is 10th Wave going to have AAVs on the field in time? It looks like he has researched the AAV fabrication. He does have a support cruiser on the field, so pretty nice LAV rush on the back of that, grabbing an artifact and teching 2 AAVs with a support cruiser. Also, really good spot for his carrier to be in. His carrier will be able to hold this off. He's just going to bully these sand skimmers away. Needs to put power into weapons. There he goes. So, I mean, he may lose a salvager, 2 at most, but he should be able to hold this pretty easily. And that's going to allow his artifact to get to the extraction zone unopposed. However, on the back of this attack, Sejun as well has grabbed an artifact, so it looks like we're going to have a 1-1 tie. Some nice LAVs out onto the field to help support the carrier, and now the battle is going to swing once again in 10th Wave's favor. He's going to clean up all of these sand skimmers A little bit overextended, in my opinion. Sejun, there, he should have seen the carrier and these units being produced and just retreated with them. However, wisely, he has anticipated AAVs, so he does have assault railguns now on the field, and a couple more in production. Both base runners drop off the artifacts, so we're sitting at a 1-1 tie, and more LAVs continuing to stream out onto the field from 10th wave, so very unusual. Still no upgrades, however, some nice splits. These assault railguns are going to be pretty damn effective, though, in cleaning up these LAVs, provided they can keep distance from them. And it looks like 10th wave is not even going to bother targeting them. He's going to try and get a salvager. That is not going to happen. How many coming on the left side? So 6 LAVs on the left side, 2 on the right. Boxing Sejun in. 2 assault railguns. They will definitely be able to do some damage, but it's not enough to shut this down completely. However, the Gaalsien carrier is something that is extremely potent versus strikecraft, so these LAVs don't really want to get on top of this carrier. It will totally demolish them. A couple LAVs coming in for some harassment, going to push off these salvagers. Not going to be able to do enough damage, though. That's going to get cleaned up. And with these 2 assault railguns and the weapon power on Sejun's carrier, these LAVs are toast. They're all dead. So a nice back and forth here. What have we got in terms of economy? Do we have production cruiser refinery mode? It looks like we do. So Sejun mining full efficiency on 2 resource locations. 10th wave as well on 2 at full efficiency. Just now beginning to long haul from his 3rd resource location. And now a couple of AAVs onto the field and a 2nd artifact from 10th wave. So 10th wave looking pretty damn strong. He also has some armor upgrades. 1, I think. Yep. Heavy vehicles armor level 1 upgraded for your AAVs, and it looks like they're going to come in and just continuously put pressure on Sejun's resourcing location here. So that's pretty damn nice. I like that. Question is, what is his tech going to be after that? It's going to be fighter and gunship fabrication. So this is kind of the standard coalition AAV rush into strike fighters. However, the AAV into strike fighters comes very late in this 10th waves version of the build, which is kind of cool. More and more assault railguns. That's definitely a good response. Question is Sejun going to anticipate the strike fighters, and if so, what is his response going to be? Interceptors, very, very potent, and always a good choice. Or it's going to be missile batteries, missile ships. A 2nd support cruiser on the field for 10th wave. So 10th wave looking very, very strong in terms of economy. Definitely has the advantage, and the answer is going to be missile ships. So already missile ships on the field from Sejun. So it looks like Sejun has anticipated and correctly read his opponent's build order and responded appropriately. And with this number of assault railguns now on the field, supported by sand skimmers, the LAVs are going to be shut down, the AAVs are going to be shut down. So I think that it's going to come down to 10th wave making some other tech choice outside of strike fighters. Now he does have 6, 2 in the hangars and 4 in production. It looks like that he's just going to stick with this unit composition: AAVs, LAVs, and strike fighters. A pretty good unit composition, I gotta say. He simply doesn't have the numbers on the field to be able to deal with the unit composition that Sejun is bringing to bear. However, being very, very aggressive with the with the artifacts, he is about to deliver his 3rd. Turret goes down briefly, that's cleaned up almost immediately, and now strike fighters en route. This is actually a really, really good play. Typically, you're going to use your strike fighters to snipe a production cruiser. However, with the missile battery all the way, or the missile ship, pardon me, all the way on the other side of the map, that is going to give 10th wave a big window here to clean up almost all of Sejun's forces. So really, really nicely played. Has spotted the missile ship. A couple missiles go in to do some damage. Wants to recall his strike fighters right away before he loses any. Ooh. I don't think he even lost a single one. He did not. Very, very nice play from 10th wave. And now a massive wing of LAVs. Do they have any upgrades yet? They have armor upgrade, one armor upgrade, one armor upgrade for the AAVs. Pretty nice play, I do gotta say. I like it a lot. Now at this point, I would like to see Sejun expand his economy, and there he is. Awesome. Now he's keeping pace economically with 10th Wave, running off 3 resource locations, and with double production cruisers on the field, his production is going to be quite strong. So in my opinion, what he needs to do is just mass up assault railguns, and then keep 10th Wave out of his territory, and wait for him to send in the strike fighters and use his missile ships and production cruisers to take air superiority away from 10th Wave, and then he will be in a pretty good position here. There were some strike fighters en route, I thought. Oh, but a nice backstab here. Look at this unit splitting from 10th Wave. I like it. Sending AAVs as a distraction, and then once Sejun's units are out of position, sending a big wing of LAVs here to clean up a bunch of units along the left flank for Sejun here. But he is focusing down salvagers, and in the process losing all of these LAVs. A nice barrage too, cleans up a couple of LAVs. These are all toast. Did they do any damage really? They might have picked up a couple of salvagers. But at this point 10th Wave is just throwing his units into the trash. That has bought him enough time to grab 3 artifacts, so a significant lead. He still has the edge in terms of economy, and with a 3-to-1 artifact lead, that is going to put the pressure on Sejun in a big way. 10th Wave's finally adding railguns into his composition, and this is what I like to see. Pretty nice. What's he got for strike fighters? Still the 6 strike fighters in the hangar, so not wasting them. It's really nice. This base runner's done for. Oh, he's got 2 base runners on the field. This one's actually taking a bit of damage, and it looks like we have a backstab coming in from some skimmers. That is spotted. And with some AAVs back here, he's going to be able to shut that down. Now the strike fighters are going to go in. Are they going to be able to cause damage? Is the question. That base runner goes down. 2 base runners go down. These railguns are actually going to get wrecked by these strike fighters. Once again, the missile ship's out of position. Yeah, what a nice engagement for 10th Wave. All of these units are going to get cleaned up now. So these 2 players, so evenly matched. I really, really like watching games from them. Just back and forth, back and forth. I think they could both use a little bit of practice with preserving their units a little bit more. But aside from that, really, really nicely played there. Focusing with the railguns onto that missile ship. And then with the strike fighters as well, that's going to shut this down. And Sejun is actually in big trouble at this point. Look at all these units on the field. 10th Wave is just slowly wearing him down. Coming in with a big push here. 5 AAVs on the front lines, backed up by 3 railguns. Oh, this one railgun's got some nice veterancy as well. So Sejun is in for a pretty rough time here if he doesn't get something onto the field to deal with this. 10th Wave has consistently been shutting down both of these resource locations with non-stop aggression. Pretty nice play, I do like it a lot. Now Sejun is in big, big trouble. What is he going to try to do? I don't know if there's much he can do at this point. He just doesn't have the units on the field to be able to deal with this. So some nice back and forth. Double production of heavy railguns, that's a nice answer, but he wants to keep them the hell away from these AAVs. Look at this, AAVs on the high ground. They're going to wreck these railguns completely. And some nice smoke here, and a big flank of LAVs from 10th Wave. So I feel like this is it for Sejun. Unless he's got something crazy, which he does not, simply another production cruiser, he knows he's done for, so he GG's out of the game. I hope you guys enjoyed that game as much as I did. Well played to both players. I really enjoy games by these 2. I'll probably cast some more in the near future, so let me know what you think in the comments. And if you like this video, smash that thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, and I will see you guys next time.